Hyundais and Kias. For years, they've been targets of crime, with insurance claims nationwide increasing more than 1,000% between 2020 and 2023. That's according to the Highway Loss Data Institute. Here in our Twin Cities, the numbers look like this. Minneapolis saw 250 thefts in 2021 and more than 2,000 in 2022, and then more than 4,500 in 2023. In St. Paul, the 134 thefts there in 2020-21 ballooned to over 922 and nearly 723. Now, the city of Minneapolis is putting forward a new resolution that they hope will help curb those numbers. Kent, to me, this feels like a Hail Mary pass of working.
Jen, it might be even more unlikely than that. The city's resolution calls on the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to issue a recall of the impacted Kias and Hyundais. If that sounds familiar, several state attorneys general already did that last summer, and the feds already declined to issue a recall. So I asked a few of these victims, where does that leave you today? Nearly a year and a half ago, Melissa Winship
Now they just started her car.
first witnessed how quickly and brazenly thieves stole her neighbor's Kia SUV.
You can hear my dog. Doesn't faze them at all.
It also didn't faze them when they came back,
You're going to hear them breaking my window.
stealing her own Hyundai minutes later.
You don't see it back out though.
In the year plus since, we have seen police and politicians repeatedly try to force Kia and Hyundai to fix the security issues that led to the viral thefts and all the crashes and crimes they led to.
This is something that literally young people are losing their lives over, getting seriously hurt, and becoming involved in more and more serious crime because of a lack of accountability over this issue.
A year ago, Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara voiced support for anti-theft legislation, while Twin Cities mayors and the Attorney General announced litigation.
They've had a long time to address this problem, but all they've done is less than half measures, weak steps, and non-solutions.
Kia and Hyundai first responded by offering a limited number of club devices to police departments before eventually rolling out a software security update.
It might help, but, people who are breaking into cars are still going to break into the car.
Nathan Banker says that as someone who has seen it happen more than once.
3 times coming out to find my car either broken into or actually stolen. The 3rd time it was actually gone.
And Nathan's faith in a solution was soon gone as well.
I have 3 kids. I needed to have something that's reliable. I was like, I can't keep doing this. I got to sell. I had to go back in debt again. I just paid off the Kia.
Nathan hopes a recent class action lawsuit will go somewhere, but he's not confident in the Minneapolis City Council's new resolution.
And this would have been helpful maybe a year ago. A lot of us have moved on. I sold my Kia. I can't keep doing that. I wonder how many other people have.
I think for me personally, it feels like far too long past.
Sean Toussaint ditched his Hyundai back in December.
After my vehicle was stolen the first time, I had probably 3 other claims where it was attempted, window busted, but I had my steering wheel lock on there, so they didn't get anywhere.
Though the broken windows did get to him.
I quit fixing those and just started putting plexiglass in it.
That wasn't what forced his hand.
I had to let that go. It was $554 a month for insurance, so, at that point when I'm paying almost $1,000 a month for my vehicle.
Absolutely, I would get rid of this car as soon as I humanly possibly could.
Unfortunately, Melissa can't for financial reasons. So she's hoping this resolution leads to a resolution.
I don't have a ton of faith, but I would be sad if they gave up and we all were just stuck with nothing happening. So fingers crossed, I guess.
Kent, I'm guessing Kia isn't exactly concerned about the Minneapolis Council resolution saying they want a recall.
Yeah, you'd be right, Jana. They sent me a statement today that points out that they fixed by adding immobilizers to the vehicles that they've produced since 2021. And then they reiterated the security updates that I mentioned there with older vehicles. But beyond that, they say those vehicles still comply with federal requirements. And that's essentially what NHTSA also said when it declined to issue a recall last summer.
Doesn't help any of the people you talk to.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.